Hello, everyone.
Hi, this is Kay.
Awesome. Hi, Kay. I'm also on Periscope, so if you want to hop off and hop on the scope, that'd be great as well. So whatever works best for you.
Okay.
That's so super great. Awesome. Hey, Tiffany on Periscope. Nice to see you. Hey. Hi, everyone. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and put the phone line in Q&A. Hey, everybody. Nice to see you. Hi. Hey, Ebb and Flow. Hey, Esther. Hi, Kimmy. Hi, Anitra. Hi. Hey, that's Tracy. Hey. Hey there, Andrea. Hey there, in Extra Touch, Miss Kakila. Hey, Savvy Mom Elkie. Sterling, Glenise, nice to see you. Hey, C. Anderson, nice to see you as well. I'm going to go ahead and put the phone line. I'm going to go ahead and put the phone line in Q&A so that we can have a nice, clean call. Hey, Confidence Curator, nice to see you as well. Savvy Mom, yes, you're welcome for doing the scope. You guys have no idea what I had to go through to get on scope tonight. Coming to you from my Airbnb in the amazing place of New York City. Actually, I'm in the Bronx. No, I'm in Brooklyn. So, nice to have you all here this evening. We're going to give it about 60 seconds, about 60 more seconds for people to hop on tonight. Okay. So we're going to give it about 60 seconds for people to hop on. Get on. If you're on the call and you are or on scope, please hashtag. Let me see. What do I want y'all to hashtag tonight? Tell them if you're on scope, tell them to get on the scope. If you're on the call, tell them to get on the call. So we'll just do it like that this evening. I'm really excited. It is an amazing night. It is April the 17th, and we're going to get started in about 20 seconds. So I'm really excited about that. So for those of you on the phone line, please just stand by. For those of you, yes, that's right. Go ahead, Glenise. That's right, because I'm 40. And it's my birthday weekend. Thank you so much. That is so awesome. Yes. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in. Please go ahead and swipe and invite followers. Share this on Twitter so people can join in. There's a little bit of an echo just because there's a lot happening, but please just go ahead. Thank you again, phone liners. Before I get started, I'm actually going to pour me some water just so I have some in case I get a little parched as we are getting ready. For those of you who are on the phone line, you can totally see me. I'm sorry. For those of you who are on the scope, you can see me. I'm just going to fix me a little water here and make sure that I am ready and all of that. Perfect. I see a few trolls. Oh, sorry. I see a few trolls that I'm blocking before we get started. And here we go. Let's go ahead and start the phone recording. All right.
The recording has started.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Happy Sunday evening on April the 17th. It's April Franks Hunt, Master Coach and President of Coach Speak and Serve, coming to you from Brooklyn, New York, from my amazing Airbnb. For those of you who are on Periscope, you can see exactly where I am. It has been just an awesome, happy 40th birthday experience for me. And I'm really excited about sharing with you some of the things that I've been experiencing and learning and just all of that. And first of all, for those of you who are new, what I want to share with you is I want to share with you that the purpose of our Coach Speak and Serve accountability sessions is simply so that you can be held accountable to the things that you say that you want to do, so that you can be held accountable to not only the goals that you have, the dreams that you have, but just to one another as well. Thank you so much, everyone. Hi, Glenn, for the birthday wishes. Hey, Brittany, nice to see you. Hey, Swandra, nice to see you as well. Hi. Shout out to Your Social Sage. Hey, Barbara Pender, nice to see you as well. So the purpose again, hey, LaTursa, hope you're doing well, feeling better as well. Hey, Awesome Leonard, nice to see you. Hey, Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre, shout out to Epic in the house. Is all of Epic in the house right now? Like, what's going on? So it's just been a really amazing last several days. I took some time off, some very much needed time off. I'm in New York City, and I'm actually here in this 3-bedroom brownstone by myself. Allison Bird is gone. My friends are gone. I'm here kind of solo tonight. Shout out to our epic ambassadors as well. So again, the purpose of this session, the purpose of this scope, the purpose of this call, if you're dialing in, is just so we can get a pulse check on what it is that we want to see happen. And I want to share with you some amazing things that have happened to me just over the last several days. And as I just embark upon just an amazing journey as a result of showing up in my authentic space and just as who I am, as April Franks Hunt, born actually April Kim Carson. Most people don't know that. I don't think I've ever said that publicly, that was my born name. And then I was adopted and my name was changed to April Lasan Franks. And so I'm just really excited tonight. So I want everyone to get in there. If you, again, are on the phone line, please hashtag on the phone or on the call. If you are on Periscope, please hashtag that you are on the scope so that people can join in and make sure that they are tuning in to what is good for this evening, because I have some really great things that I want to share with you. Okay, so let me just double check a couple things here. I want to make sure that we are all in alignment with our community. If you are not a part of our online Coach, Speak, and Serve accountability group, then I would highly suggest that you join. That group is called the Coach, Speak, and Serve Lounge. So if you look up Coach, Speak, and Serve Lounge, it will come up. You can also visit the CSSLounge.com, thecsslounge.com. For some of you who have been following us for the past couple days, I've had an amazing 40th birthday. Hi, Rashina. I see you. Hi, Vanita Sanders. Claudia Jordan. Nice to see you as well in the house. Thank you so much for joining in. Brenda Sissoko. I think I got that right. Nice to see you as well. So here is the thing. It's on Facebook and Periscope. It's on Peach. It's on Facebook and Periscope. So you can join us on either. So I want to say, first of all, to all of my just amazing community members, if you're a vet and you're on Periscope, can I see you say vet, please? Can you please type in vet in your Periscope situation? Can you type in vet? If you are a newbie, can you type in new? Just type in newbie or new. I would appreciate that. Shout out to all the vets in the house. Yes, 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 yes. Hey, Rhonda White. Nice to see you. LaTanya Rush. Nice to see you. Hi, newbie. Nice to see you as well. Ooh, DJ B Reels. Nice to see you. All the newbies. So the purpose of Coach, Speak, and Serve, obviously, is to help people, help purpose-driven entrepreneurs who are wanting to have a direct path to success in the thing that is burning inside of them, on that thing that is leading them or that is pulling on you on a daily basis to do something different, to make a difference for other people. And that's what Coach, Speak, and Serve is about. It's also about helping you increase your visibility, increase your online presence, increase your digital platform so that the people that you're meant to connect with are able to best connect with you, so that they're able best to understand what it is that you're offering, so that there is a clear message in what it is that you're offering, and that they understand exactly how you can support and help them in their specific goals based on what it is that you're doing. And then also then to make money doing the thing that you enjoy doing, to make money in your business, to make smart money, to make money with integrity. And so I just want to say the purpose again is just so we don't forget that in the midst of our daily lives and our daily busyness, that we don't forget that there's these things that we want to do, and that in order for us to make those things real and them to manifest and come to fruition, that there is a certain level of commitment that has to be there. There's a certain level of something that has to exist in order for that to become a reality. And I'm excited as a leader, as an entrepreneur, as a woman, just to be standing before you or sitting before you today, just to share with you just a few things that I've learned over the last couple days, and just the amazingness that I think just happens as a result of us opening up and being who we are, right? And being who we are and stepping fully into the space space and being so okay with who you are, and not only who you are, but how you got here. I need to say that. Can everybody say how I got here and how I got here? I think we negate the fact that there is this entire conversation, this entire feeling, this entire internal movement about how I got here. Like, you don't really know that the reason why you can stand on the stage and do what you do is because of the how you got here. And I think the how you got here is extremely important, extremely relevant to how you will get to the next place, to the next position of your life, to the next position of this specific segment of your journey. How you got here is important. I think a lot of times it's so easy to dismiss how you got here because how you got here may not have been pretty. How you got here may have been a struggle. How you got here may have pissed you off. How you got here may have been the thing that you thought was going to break you, but it didn't. How you got here may have been the fact that you turned 30 and then 31 and 32 and then 33, 34, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and then 40 and then 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and then 50. And then you suddenly realize that the reason that you're still standing is because how you got here has built up a specific endurance, a specific strength, a specific courage, a specific confidence that cannot be duplicated by anyone, anywhere, anytime. And so I'm standing here before you today in just an extreme amount of gratitude and confidence and boldness and audaciousness, as Rhonda loves to say, just to be who you are and whatever that looks like. And one of the things that I've learned, and listen, I'm on, just stay with me for a minute. I'm going to get there to the business stuff. Okay. I'm going to give you some goods that you can write down. You can take some notes. You can get your 1, 2, 3s. But before I get there, I have to first give reverence to where reverence is due. Me standing here right now as an amazing woman. Yes. An amazing mother. Yes. An amazing wife, an amazing leader, amazing CEO, and all these things that I am. But first, I am April Franks. And who are you? But first, who are you? I read something today that was so beautiful, and it just talked about, and it was actually about Iman, the model, the supermodel, and it was also about her husband, David Bowie, and we all know that he passed this year, just a couple of months ago. And it was just about understanding not only the persona, the brand, because there is a brand, there is a switch that we flip and we get on and we turn into this thing, this natural thing that we become for people so that they can be served, so that they can be supported, so that they can be delivered, so that they can be driven to a specific place. Right? If you know this is for you, tell me it's for you. If you know this is for somebody, send them a text, a tweet, an Instagram message, a Facebook note, whatever you need to do. But if I'm just telling you that I'm going totally in tonight. I'm going totally in because I'm telling you, I'm full of myself. I'm full of myself. I'm full of myself. I just turned 40 years old just a couple of days ago. And all I can say is, according to society, I should be a totally different statistic. If you should be a different statistic, then blow up the screen on the hearts. If you should be a different statistic and you're on the phone line right now, then hashtag I am a new statistic, right? Your life cannot be dictated. It cannot be pre-written by any man. It cannot be subject to any judgment that matters, right? There is an amazing thing that is happening within people right now. And that thing is purpose. That thing is passion. And what I want to help you with is direction. What I want to help you with is clarity. What I want to help you with is certainty. What I want to help you with is a movement. How can you then create what comes out of you from a specific mess, from a specific moment, into a very intentional and purposeful movement? Yes. And this isn't bullshit. I'm not just feeding you something because I can. I'm telling you something. I'm sharing with you because I know what it's like to be on the other side of the gate and to have a dream and to have a focus and an intention, but not have any idea how you're going to actually get there, how the people are going to say yes to you, how the people are going to say, I accept you, I want you, I'm listening to you. And not only am I listening to you, but I am listening, I am putting one foot in front of the other, hand to paper, hand to pen, pen to paper, but I am listening and I am intentional and I am on purpose and I am serious and I am committed. And the last time was the last time. But the last time was the last time that you made a commitment to yourself that you didn't follow through with. This is about committing and making a decision that as a coach, as a speaker, as an author, as a blogger, as a consultant, as someone who is purpose driven, as someone who is taking a previous pain from something they have experienced or something they have saw and then turning it into what can be, what is, what exists, what can exist, and then making it into something beautiful and helping other people have a realization that they can have the same thing, that they can move in a certain way that I saw Oprah move when I first met her, in a gliding in a certain way that says and speaks and embodies peace and serenity and purpose and power and deliberate intention in every movement and every word and every opportunity and every human being that you have the pleasure of running into. My name is April Franks Hunt. I am the master coach and president of Coach Speak and Serve. And I came here tonight to absolutely shake up your entire world, to tell you not only, yes, about the business strategy, but let me tell you what I understand about being a person who is on purpose is that you cannot solely rest in what you want to do. You cannot solely rest in the possibility. You can't rest in, but April did, and Lisa Nichols did, and Oprah Winfrey did, and Gary Vee did, and T.D. Jakes did, and Gloria Steinem did, and all these other people and what they've done, and Richard Branson has done, right? And Barbara Walters has done. You can't rest in that. What are you going to do? Tonight, I want to talk to you about the doing. I want to talk to you about the experiencing of your life, about the experiencing of what it is that is absolutely waiting for you. And I know people say that, but I'm not bringing to you no bullshit tonight about, what you can have in this cliche crap. I'm about to tell you a quick story that I hope that empowers you to just do something different. I don't want to come to you tonight with a bunch of tips and tricks. I can do that any day of the week. If you're in the csslounge.com, then you know that every day we serve up some training goods. Every day there's content. If you're following me on my YouTube channel, you know that the content is there and that exists. But tonight, what I want to do is I want to speak to the 5-year-old you. I want to speak to the 20-year-old you whose spirit was broken. I want to speak to the 38-year-old you who thought that it was over. I want to speak to the 57-year-old you who felt like giving up because the marriage didn't work out and the kids are gone. That's who I'm talking to tonight. That's who I'm speaking to tonight. So tonight I'm coming to you as a woman, not even as a CEO. You know who I am. I'm coming to you as someone who, yes, is similar to you in so many ways. Someone who, yes, has some trials and, yes, some tribulations. But what I understand is that there is a specific fingerprint put on your life, put on your forehead, put in your mama's womb, put on your gut, that speaks to you every single morning and that says that you are divinely appointed to do that. You are divinely appointed to do this. You are divinely appointed to zig this way and to zag that way. That you are divinely appointed. And yes, I allowed you to experience some hard things, some indescribable things, but you still stand. Yes. Why? Because somebody has to stand up. Somebody has to be the chosen one. At some point, you have to stop saying, why me? And you have to really stand boldly in yourself, and you have to stand up and you have to say to yourself, why not me? Why not you be the one to take over your life? Not only take over your life, but why can't you be the one to stand up and help other people take over their lives? Why can't you walk in your specific divine purpose and not be afraid and not be ashamed of anything that has gotten you here? Remember, when I started this off, I said, how did you get here? How did you get here? How did you arrive to this place right here that you're standing in? This place right here that is divinely appointed for you to take full power over your specific life. For you not to be a victim, but yet a victor of every single thing that you have experienced on every single level, from the husband cheating on you, to the wife cheating on you, to the kids disrespecting you, for the people at the job not valuing your specific talent, to your friends talking about you behind your back. But you, the reason why you are watching this scope right now, the reason why you are in Coach Speak and Serve right now, the reason why you are on the phone line right now is because you landed in a specific place that is divinely appointed for you to be unequivocally equipped. Can you please say, I am equipped? I am equipped. I am equipped. And that is what is missing right there. What is missing is the fact that some of you have forgotten that you are equipped to do a specific thing, and that nobody can take from you what you were equipped to do. And the reason that you were equipped to do the thing that you were called to do is because you came through the valley. You came through what they call the shadow of death. You came through all of those things that people talked about you and dogged you out for, and that you held your head down walking through the high school hallways or down the street, or that you may currently be walking in church with your head down, but you are fully equipped as a result of the journey that you have The journey that you have traveled. The journey that you have traveled. And I'm standing here before you as a 40-year-old woman who has traveled an amazingly challenging journey. And what will not stop me, and what I'm encouraging you to overcome is confusion, procrastination, and penetration of the negativity that other people have to say about your life and how you live it and how you specifically walk it out. At some point, you got to block it all out. At some point, you have to block it all out. And you have to stand, and for those of you on the phone line, you can't see me, but if you're on Periscope, you can see me right now. At some point, you have to be so free and so okay with your space. I don't care what your space looks like. I don't care if it's 6'7", if it's 700 pounds, if it's a size 2 or a size 42. If you black, if you white, if you Asian, Hispanic, it doesn't matter. You have to stand fully planted in your place and understand that nobody has the power to stop you from living out your purpose-driven journey. And that everything that has occurred up until this place was divinely on purpose for you. That you are nothing but a vessel to be used to help mankind to be better. Do you understand that this isn't just about opt-ins and sales pages? And yes, I understand. I'm a businesswoman to my core, and I love business. I love serving people through my business and making money and being able to do things. But first, you got to deal with this. You have to deal with the person that is staring you back in the mirror. This isn't for the regular entrepreneur. If you're a regular entrepreneur, you can get off the scope or hang up the phone. If you're a purpose-driven entrepreneur, then this is who I'm talking to. I'm not talking to the man or woman who knows it all. I'm not talking to the man or woman who has all of their shit together. I'm talking to the person who is still sitting in a place of I don't know-ness. I'm talking to the person who has not yet fully embraced their own epicness. That's who I'm speaking to. Because what sometimes we need outside of just a strategy is a little bit of encouragement to say, I can do this. And that I could be the what? The BOS of my divine call, my purpose. That I can, yes, I am valuable and I can help people and I can generate a profit. I can make money in my business and I can support and help other people as a result of me supporting and helping the people that are meant to serve, my clients, my customers, my staff, my team. There is no shame in that. There is no shame in that. What I want you to walk into this week with, y'all got me all riled up, and I'm just getting started. It's 8:26, 9:26, New York time. Whew, Lord, have mercy. What I really want y'all to know and understand is that on April the 14th, 3 days ago, I turned 40 years old. And there was a time when I didn't think I was still going to be living at 40 years old, or I didn't know what 40 years old was going to look like. And what I understand is that at some point in your life, you have got to make a decision to step so firmly into what you believe. And your belief is not right or wrong. It just is. Step so firmly into your belief, into what's inside of you, not to be judged, and that you have to put your blinders on. The reason why I am at this level of success is because I truly don't give a damn what the naysayers or the people from my past have to say about what April Franks Hunt is doing with her life and her business. I cannot be penetrated by negativity. And that the judgments of others will always be there. Many of you are allowing the judgments of other people who aren't even living their dreams to impact you living yours. To impact how you live yours. At some point, you got to let it go so that you can fully walk in it. And if you fall on your face, you get up and you wipe the dust off your face. You wipe off your foundation, boo, right? You put your cap back on, fellas. You do what you have to do, but you get back up and you get back on the horse and you do it again. You do it again. You do it again. And if you're sitting there and you're saying, but you can do it because you're April and you're connected to this and connected to that. Let me tell you something. I was born April the 14th, 1976 to a woman who already had several kids. She was 19 years old, had 2 kids. I was her third. And she made the decision to give me away to somebody she went to church with. To someone she went to church with to raise. And I'm so thankful for that divine opportunity. You're speaking to someone who then walked herself and was put in a situation where my father did what he knew how to do, which was be an abuser to my mother. And while that may not be your story, what I'm saying to you is how you got here. And I'm telling you how I got here. So it's not about me being connected. I wasn't born connected. I was deliberate about connections. Deliberate about your actions. Deliberate about how you spend your time. Deliberate about who you allow to call and ring your phone and spit in your ear. That's who I'm coming to you as. Not as the person that was on the stage at Epic, but as a regular woman who has experienced some things that did not allow them to hinder me from supporting you. And so I'm saying to you, where are your people at? Are they waiting for you? Because what I want to ask you is, what was the day that you prayed and then I showed up for you? Do you remember the day that you asked for something, for a solution, for a tool, for a mentor, for a coach? What was that day that you asked for that and then I showed up, or Rhonda White showed up, or Coach Speak and Serve showed up? So I'm asking you, when are you going to show up? Fully. Because I know people say it, but I mean it when I say it. Somebody is waiting for you to show up and act completely out, so that you can help them cross over whatever line they need to cross. Because as you are helping other people cross, they are helping you in ways that you didn't even know you needed. They are helping you in ways you didn't even know that you needed. And I understand that this session is not for everybody, and you are free to hang up or disconnect. I'm speaking to a specific somebody right now. Y'all gonna make me preach up in here, and I don't even preach. It's serious. What I understand is, as a woman who was 17 years old and got pregnant on purpose because she needed somebody to love and to love her. That's who you're talking to right now. That's who you're talking to right now. So you can't tell me what's not possible. You're sitting here watching a woman who just produced her own film. It's about showing up and being resourceful and doing the work. It's about taking and making sacrifices that may not be pretty or popular. It may not be pretty or popular. That means you might not be able to buy that new house or new car or new this or new that. You might not be able to run with your broke ass friends who are flossing and pretending to be happy. It may mean that you take a dial back. It may mean that you move in your mama's basement or your best friend's couch. That's what it might mean. It may mean that specifically. At some point, and I'm about to give y'all 1, 2, 3s because I know it's some A-type personalities on here waiting for them. And I'm going to give them to you as soon as I think of them. I just want y'all to know that you have got to be encouraged. And what's beautiful about where I'm sitting is that I have been blessed to sit here. And this is not about being a perfect CEO or a perfect entrepreneur or a perfect woman, because I am not any of that. I don't claim perfection. I claim to be purposeful. But at some point, you have got to shut out all of the bull crap, all of the bullshit, all of the BS, all of the outside chatter, all of your own negative self-talk, and just be with you. And be grateful and make some really challenging decisions and do some things that are going to change. Not only, it's not even about your life. Your life is like this in comparison. It's the size of an itty bitty mustard seed. The impact that you can have as a result of how you got here is why I'm speaking to you right now. If I didn't have my how I got here experience, you wouldn't even want to listen to me. You wouldn't even want to listen to me. It's how I got here that makes me relevant. It's how you got here that makes you relevant. And some of you all are so afraid to let go. You are living in perfection paralysis, and it's not serving anybody. It's not serving anybody. The very people that you are trying to protect yourselves from need you. And in the business that I'm in, I'm not in anyone else's business. I'm not trying to duplicate anyone else's business or business model. I'm creating something of my total own. So how do you stay? How do you get in? How do you get this courage? How do you get this thing? And this is what I want to talk to you. And that is about courage. I posted this recently in Coach Speak and Serve. But before I go there, I want to tell you about my experience here. I'm in Brooklyn right now. And I made a decision to come to New York for my birthday because I just wanted to be here. I wanted to be something that was big and that was full of life and energy and lights and difference and people and no judgment. And I picked the perfect place. And Allison Berg called and she said, I know you wanted to go to New York for your birthday, so let's go. And I said, okay, at the very last minute. And I spent the morning of my 40th birthday, I spent it in Chicago first, sharing my film Unbroken Resilience to people, 1 million viewers. And then I changed my flight and I flew to New York a day early because I wanted to be somewhere that felt alive. And what I understood is that if I want to continue to be who I am, and not only to be who I am today, but whoever I'm going to be in 5 years, whatever else is there inside of me, if I want to be that person, then what I realized was I have to step up and totally out and be free and be totally okay with everything, which is why I choose to be as transparent as I am. And I disconnect from the opportunity that I'm giving you all to judge me. I'll repeat that. I'm disconnecting from the opportunity that I'm giving you to judge me based on how I got here. I'm giving you the opportunity and I'm disconnecting from how you feel about me. Because if what I'm saying to you helps you in any iota of your life, then my purpose is done. My purpose is done. I'm connected to the outcome of your change, the outcome of your shift, the outcome of your revelation, the outcome of your deliverance, the outcome of your breakthrough. That's what I'm connected to. And so when I got here to New York last week, I wanted to rest. I was tired. I was epically done. I was done. I didn't want to show up. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to be with me. So that I can continue to have the courage. Tonight is about courage to show up. And the very first thing that you need to adopt, write this down in regards to courage, is releasing the very first thing I just said, is the connection to what people think or feel about how you show up and how you got here. Because believe it or not, there's something that you will say. There's something that you will do. There's some way that you will connect that is going to change somebody's life. That's going to change somebody's child's life. That's going to change the way that they be forever. That's going to trickle down into generational impact that you don't even realize that you are magnificent and that monumental to shift an entire lineage and generation and bloodline and people because of what it is that you've stood up and you've risen to do. And that's where I am right now. That's what I'm feeling right now. So when I got here to New York, I made the decision. I didn't want to stay in Times Square. I wanted to be somewhere where there were people and not just tourists, even though I don't know if I love tourists, but I love people. The tourists, you know. I wanted to be somewhere where I felt like I belonged and that I wasn't just visiting. And what I want for you is I want you to understand that you belong. You belong in this space. You are big enough. You don't have to be me. You don't have to be Oprah. You don't have to be Brené Brown. You don't have to be Deepak Chopra. You don't have to be T.D. Jakes. You don't have to be Lisa Nichols. You don't have to be Steve Harvey. You don't have to be anybody but you. And you belong. And what's funny is the thing that you're holding on to is the thing that people are waiting for. That thing that you are absolutely holding on to is the thing that people are actually waiting for. So confidence. Some of you all are waiting for confidence to show up. And what you don't understand is that confidence shows up when you're here. Let me show you this. Confidence shows up when you fall down. For those of you on the phone line, you can't hear me, but confidence shows up when you fall flat on your face. That's where confidence shows up. Confidence doesn't show up when you run in the race. Confidence shows up when you fall on your face and you get off the floor and you put one hand down and you climb up with your hurt knee and your messed up back and the surgery and the arthritis and the weight and the stretch marks and the fear and all of that. That's when courage shows up. It shows up in the getting up off of the floor. Do you understand what I'm saying? Some of you all are just playing small because you're scared to mess up. The courage comes when you stand up. And when you fall again, you stand up again. 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 You continuously stand up. Let me tell y'all something. To me, you will always be good enough. To me, you will always be good enough. And the reality is, you have to believe that you will always be good enough. You have to believe that you will always be good enough. Or no strategy or sales funnel or ecosystem or lead magnet or coaching program is going to save your soul. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. So if I can stand here before you as a high school dropout, an adoptee, a teenage mama, and all these things that society will have put on me, because what I understand is that is of the world. I came here in a different type of package. This is an entirely different type of mold. What is relevant to the world is not relevant to me. The rules that apply to everybody else do not apply to me. I am not your average chick. You are not the average man. You are not the average woman. What applies to everybody else doesn't apply to you. When they said that these are the qualifications, they wasn't talking to you. When they said you had to have this, that, and the third, they were not talking to you. When they said, but if you don't do this, they were not talking to you. They was talking to everybody else. That's who they were talking to. And I truly walk in that. I truly walk in that. That shit doesn't apply to me. You're not talking to me because why? Not because I am superior. I just know the mold that I was cut out of is different than the mold that the world is trying to sell everyone else. And so it is for you. And so is it for you. I want you to leave this session tonight with me being I don't want you to be motivated. I want you to be empowered. I want you to be inspired to make a change. I'm not trying to tell you that you need to go figure this out and figure that out. What I'm telling you is that you are enough to do the thing that you were divinely appointed to do, and that at some point you've got to stop playing small. At some point, you've got to stop playing small. I'm standing to you right now in an let me tell y'all don't even know whose house I'm staying in. If you knew whose house I was staying in right now, you would die. You would absolutely just die. All we want is the same thing. Options. Options to live, to make an impact, to love, to be healthy, to be filled, to be joyous, to make a difference. We're the same. I don't care where you come from, what you got or what you don't got, how much money you're making, how much money you're not making. If you're fat, black, skinny, white, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, people just want options to do what they want to do with their life, to help other people, to make an impact, to make a difference. That's it. We are no different. The only difference is our ability and willingness to show up in a bold and courageous way. And not only then to show up, but to then do the work and stay focused enough and to have the confidence and back to the courage that is necessary. When I say courage to you, in closing, what I mean to you is you have to get up off the floor and do the thing that is necessary for you, no matter who is patting you on the back. One of the things that I appreciated that my mentor, Tori Johnson, said on the stage at EPIC, which is our annual conference, she said, if nobody will support you, they're not responsible for supporting you. They don't have to. This is your life. This is your call. This is your divine assignment. They don't have to show up for you. And them not showing up doesn't give you a reason to not show up for the people who were divinely appointed for you to help and serve. You don't get to sit it out. You don't get to pout. You don't get to feel sorry for yourself for long. Give yourself 24 hours and get off of that boat. You don't get that. They don't have to. We are individually responsible for our own divine success. The courage that is needed is just about the acceptance that it won't be perfect and that you can get up, you can fall down, and you can get up again. You can get up again and try again. You can fall down again and get up again. Because if you're looking at me and you thinking this is a perfect journey, I never lied to you and told you that. You made that up on your own. You made that up in your own head. I have shared with y'all every mistake and every necessary truth I believe that will help you get unstuck. And that's what I want you to move into this week with. Number 1, courage. Number 2, the shutout. Who and what needs to be shut out? Who? What? What habits? What isms have to be shut out over the next 7 days for you to get over and gain some momentum in the thing that you want to be doing? And who are you walking the journey with? What you all don't know who was here for my birthday celebration. And I won't share it all with you because it ain't none of everybody's business, right? It wasn't a public situation. But what I will share, outside of Allison Bird, what I will share is having someone or two who can appreciate that you're on a specific journey and that during this specific leg of the race, you need their support. You need their support. You need their support. And that your cape has been taken away, folded up, and put on the shelf. That you need their support. So again, it's the courage and the falling down and getting back up. The shutout of who and the what. And the very last thing, and this is something that I'm realizing as I walk more into the success lane, is the ability and willingness to be vulnerable in the journey. Vulnerability, and you all heard this at Epic for those of you who were there. People are afraid to be vulnerable in everyday life, much less business. Business has changed. Things are not the way that they used to be. People don't just care about what your website looks like. They care about what your heart is talking about. People want you to be vulnerable. They want you to be authentic. They want you to share something, to tell them something that's going to reach into their bedroom and wake them up at night. It's not just about the check marks. When you look around and you see people, right? Especially people who are successful, the people that you follow, the reason you follow them is because they have a certain level of authenticity, of transparency, of vulnerability that allows you to connect with them. And many of you are afraid because you're afraid to go to a place that you have not yet, maybe, I don't know, resolved for yourself. So one of the things in regards to vulnerability, which is number 3, is it's hard to take people to a place that you refuse to go to. And I know that may have slapped some people upside the head, but if you're unwilling to go to a place, you can't proclaim to teach people or coach people to getting to a specific place. You have to be willing to actually step into that space. So if I'm telling you to step into a space, I can't be afraid to tell you that I was a dropout and I was a on purpose teenage mama and that my daddy used to beat my mom and my grandfather used to beat my grandmama. I can't be afraid to say some really hard things about life and overcoming those things. I can't be afraid to show you because things have changed. Vulnerability. Not even first with other people, but just with yourself. But just with yourself. But just with yourself. I want to close tonight and just saying to you all that I so appreciate all of the love that you all have shown, not only me, but my team and my Coach Speak and Serve community. I want to just say thank you to Asa Laveau, who supported me last week while Rhonda White was off getting some rest after Epic. I just want to say thank you to Zara Green with the Grown Zone and Tony Andros and Allison Bird and Sunita Wells and Nikki Woods. And just thank you to all the people who have supported me. Thank you to Donna Izzard and Gia and all the people who have supported me through my own specific journey. Thank you for the specific graces that you have graced me with and the friendships and the love and the honor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It does not go unnoticed or anything. I am so appreciative of every single one of you. You are my life's purpose. While I'm teaching purpose-driven entrepreneurs, what it's important to remember is that in my own purpose, when I wake up every morning, the people that I'm thinking about are you. How can I serve you? How can I support you? How can I help you? How can I do better for you? How can I correct my mistakes? How can I do this? How can I do that? So I thank you. And if you are not a part of our online Coach Speak and Serve Lounge, I would encourage you to join by going to the csslounge.com, thecsslounge.com for purpose-driven entrepreneurs, coaches, speakers, authors, bloggers, and consultants. I have to also say thank you to my mastermind members. Thank you, Lamar Tyler, Ronnie Tyler, Stacey Ferguson, Mario Armstrong, Barbara, thank you, thank you, thank you, Nikki Woods, thank you, thank you, thank you, and others. I just have to say thank you. This is an amazing life, and I'm so grateful to be a part of the world in this way. The world owes us nothing. The world owes us nothing. We owe the world everything. We owe the world everything. And as soon as you realize that no one and that the world owes you nothing and that you are here to actually make a contribution, everything will change for you. When you really realize that in your soul, that you are actually born to contribute to the greatness that is to be left behind for mankind, then everything will change for you. One of the things I also want to share with you is we were talking about options. And what's important to understand about options is most of us want to do good, but we may not feel like we have enough to do good. But there's so many things that you can actually do. One of the things that Allison and I were doing this weekend where we were paying for people's food, standing in line someplace and she'd pay for the people behind us and we'd go somewhere else and then I'd pay for the people behind, surprisingly, and then we'd leave somebody a huge tip, we'd do something amazing for someone. And it's because you got to create a life that gives you the opportunity to have options. But before that, you have to have courage. Before that, you have to shut out things and people that are not serving your greater good. And you have got to show up in a way that helps you make a huge or a larger contribution to society. And I know that may sound cliche, but it's what it is. I'm only staying where I'm staying because I'm making a contribution that's bigger than me. I'm a conduit, and so are you. As you move into this next week, I want you to be empowered and inspired to be fully committed and embedded in what it is that you're saying that you want to do. Because saying it just isn't enough anymore. It has to be more. There has to be more. There has to be more. For those of you who are looking for certifications or training, you can always go to certifymetoday.com, certifymetoday.com, and you can learn more about what it is that I do and how I do it, certifymetoday.com. For those of you who aren't following, just click below or wherever and follow me here on Periscope. If you are tuning in via the phone line, I so thank you. I so thank you. I so thank you. I go back to work on Tuesday. I'll be in Atlanta on Wednesday for Paracon. Shout out to Jay Stone for that. And I just want you to be in full love of why you're here and block out everything else. Just for 1 week, can you just give yourself 7 days to block out everything else? Can you give yourself 7 days to fully commit to you? Can you give yourself 7 days to wake up 1 hour earlier in the morning? Can you give yourself 7 days to finish writing your book, to finish writing that chapter? Can you give yourself 7 days to experience some clarity? Can you give yourself just 7 days of a full life to do something that's going to change your forever? This is what I need you to understand, is that I'm not supposed to be here talking to you right now. I'm not supposed to be here talking to you right now. Can you give yourself 7 days to change your life forever? You don't even understand what that means. You don't even understand what that means. Can we give ourselves 7 days of a full year to give yourself all you got to what is waiting for you? That is my charge to you as we come to a close for the April 17th Coach Speak and Serve, a weekly accountability session. I am your coach and president of Coach Speak and Serve. I am the executive producer of the film Unbroken Resilience. I am the best-selling author of the books Confessions of an Independent Woman, Fabulous New Life 1 and 2, and the upcoming book for Coach Speak and Serve and for Male Perspectives. I am not playing games, and what I'm looking for is people who can say yes because they have created a life of options for themselves. They have created a life that creates options for others. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people who are tired of making excuses. I'm looking for people who are tired of going to Starbucks every day to do absolutely nothing but to give their time to Facebook. I'm looking for people who are tired of being tired and who are more than ready to step into their full divine purpose walk and make their business, their brands, and their divine purpose something that changes the impact and the trajectory of the lives of millions of people for generations to come. That is who I'm talking to. Have an amazing evening as you step into the night. Join us at the csslounge.com, and I'll see you at the same time, same place next Sunday. I'm signing off for now. April Franks Hunt. Have a good night.